Every Monday at exactly 9 a.m., Sarah sent $600 to her parents. She never missed a week. It didn't matter if she was tired. It didn't matter if her own bills were late. The payment always came first. It was the only thing that kept their voices calm, the only thing that kept them from reminding her how much she had disappointed them. Sarah told herself it was temporary. Her daughter, Lily, believed her grandparents loved her. She drew pictures for them, smiling faces, holding hands, waiting. On her 8th birthday, Lily wore a white dress and stood near the window, watching. "Do you think they'll come?" she asked softly. Sarah forced a smile. "Maybe." They never did. That night, Sarah called. Her father answered. His voice sounded annoyed. "You could have visited," she said. "She waited all day." There was a pause. Then he said it. "That girl is nothing to us." Sarah felt the words settle into her chest like stone. She didn't argue. She didn't cry. She just said, "I understand." After the call, Sarah sat alone in the kitchen. The house was quiet. Her phone rested in her hand. She opened her bank app, found the recurring transfer, $600, every Monday. For years, she believed she owed them loyalty, believed money would keep the family together. Now she saw the truth. They didn't love her. They didn't love Lily. They loved the payment. Her finger hovered, then pressed cancel. The next morning, her mother texted, "Why didn't you send it?" Sarah looked at Lily, laughing at the breakfast table, and for the first time, Sarah didn't reply. For almost a year, Sarah sent money without fail. Every Friday morning, $550. Same account, same silence after. Her parents never said thank you. They never asked how she was. They only texted when the money was late. Short messages, cold reminders. Sarah told herself it was easier this way, easier than fighting, easier than hearing again how she ruined their lives. Her daughter Emma didn't understand any of it. Emma believed her grandparents loved her. She made cards with glitter and hearts. She asked when they would visit. Soon, Sarah always said. Soon never came. On Emma's 6th birthday, Sarah tried again. She invited them. She even bought her father's favorite cake. Emma waited by the window, her small fingers pressed to the glass. "They're coming, right?" she whispered. Sarah nodded, even as her chest tightened. They never showed up. That night, Sarah called. Her mother answered. Her voice sounded distant. "You hurt her today," Sarah said quietly. "She waited for you." Silence. Then her mother sighed. "We don't care about that child. You made your choices." Sarah closed her eyes. The words didn't feel sharp. They felt final. "I see," Sarah said. She ended the call. She didn't cry. She walked to the kitchen, opened her phone, found the weekly transfer. For years, she believed money kept peace, kept connection, kept hope alive. But there was nothing left to keep. She canceled it. No message, no warning, just silence. The next morning, her phone filled with missed calls. Sarah didn't answer. She sat beside Emma, watching her laugh at cartoons, and Sarah understood. She hadn't lost her family. She had chosen the right one. For 11 months, Sarah paid without hesitation. Every Monday, $700, sent before she even paid her own rent. Her parents never called to ask about her. They never asked about her daughter, Mia. They only sent reminders, groceries, bills, repairs. Sarah paid them all. She told herself it meant something. She told herself it meant they still cared. Mia believed her grandparents loved her. She drew them pictures, smiling faces under a bright yellow sun. She asked when they would visit. Soon, Sarah always said, but soon never came. One afternoon, Sarah's phone buzzed, a notification. Her mother was live on social media. Sarah watched. Her mother's voice sounded fragile. Her father sat beside her, silent. "We've sacrificed everything," her mother said. "But Sarah lies about us. She tries to force her life on us." Sarah's chest tightened. Then her father spoke. "We don't have a granddaughter," he said. "That child is not part of our family." Sarah froze. The world went quiet around her. In the next room, Mia was laughing at cartoons, innocent, unaware. Sarah didn't cry. She just sat there, staring at the screen, realizing every payment had been a lie she told herself. They didn't love her. They didn't love Mia. They loved what she gave them. That night, Sarah opened her bank app. Her hands didn't shake. She found the recurring transfer. She canceled it. No message, no explanation, just an ending. The next morning, her phone filled with angry texts. "Where is the money?" Sarah didn't answer. She watched Mia coloring at the kitchen table. And for the first time, Sarah understood. She had never owed them her daughter, or herself. For nearly a year, Sarah believed money could keep love from disappearing. Every Monday morning, she sent $650 to her parents. She told herself it helped them, told herself it kept the connection alive. They never thanked her. They never mentioned her daughter Eliza, but they accepted every payment. Eliza still drew them pictures, crayon hearts, 3 stick figures holding hands. "Can we see them soon?" Eliza asked once. Sarah forced a smile. "Maybe." She still believed maybe. Then one night, Sarah called them. She had sent an invitation to Eliza's school recital. No reply came. Her father answered. "You didn't come," Sarah said quietly. "She looked for you." Silence. Then his voice turned cold. "That girl means nothing to us." Sarah felt the words settle deep inside her. Not loud, not sharp. Final. She didn't argue. She ended the call. 2 days later, her phone buzzed, a video notification. Her parents were speaking at their church. Sarah watched. Her mother's voice trembled. "We've always supported our daughter. We've given her everything." Sarah's hands tightened. Then her father said it again. "We don't even have a granddaughter." But this time, people asked questions. Someone mentioned the bank transfers. Someone asked why they took money from a daughter whose child didn't exist. The truth spread quietly, quickly. Their silence exposed them. Their lies collapsed. Sarah didn't defend herself. She didn't need to. That night, she opened her bank app. She canceled the final payment. The next morning, angry messages filled her phone. Sarah ignored them. She watched Eliza laughing in the sunlight, and Sarah understood. They hadn't destroyed her. They had only destroyed themselves. For 10 months, Sarah was the reason her parents slept peacefully. Every Monday, she sent $600. Before groceries, before rent, before anything else. It became her routine, her responsibility, her unspoken duty. They never called her to ask how she was. They only called when they needed something. Sarah told herself it was enough, that helping them meant she still mattered. Her daughter, Nora, believed they loved her too. "Can Grandma read me a story one day?" Nora asked once, hugging her stuffed bear. Sarah smiled, hiding the truth. Maybe. But maybe never arrived. One afternoon, Sarah visited them without warning. Nora held her hand, excited, hopeful. Her mother opened the door. Surprise turned to irritation. "We were nearby," Sarah said softly. "Nora wanted to see you." Her father didn't even look at the child. "You shouldn't bring her here," he said flatly. Sarah froze. "Why?" He shrugged. "She's not part of this family." The words didn't sound loud, they sounded empty. Sarah nodded slowly. She didn't argue, she didn't beg, she left. That night, she sat alone in her kitchen. The silence felt different now, clearer. For years, she believed her sacrifices kept her place in their lives. Now she understood. She was never their daughter, she was their provider. Sarah opened her banking app, found the recurring transfer. Her finger paused, then pressed cancel. The next morning, her phone rang again and again. She didn't answer. Instead, she sat beside Nora, watching her laugh at nothing. Sarah felt something she hadn't felt in years, peace. She hadn't abandoned her family, she had finally chosen herself. For almost a year, Sarah gave without question. Every Monday morning, $500 left her account and entered theirs. Her parents never asked if she could afford it. They never wondered what she sacrificed to send it. They assumed it would never stop. Sarah told herself it was easier this way. Easier than hearing their disappointment. Easier than being reminded she had failed their expectations. Her daughter, Ivy, believed her grandparents loved her. "She'll like my drawing," Ivy said one evening, holding up a picture filled with hearts. Sarah nodded. She didn't say that the drawings were never acknowledged, never mentioned. They only noticed the money. One night, Sarah called them. Ivy's school play was coming. "She wants you there," Sarah said softly. Her mother sighed. "We're busy." "You're always busy," Sarah whispered. Her father's voice cut in, cold and certain. "We don't owe that child anything." Sarah closed her eyes. The words didn't surprise her. They ended something. After the call, she sat alone in the dark kitchen. Her phone rested in her hands. The familiar routine waited for her. For months, she believed giving would earn love. It never did. She opened her banking app, found the transfer, stared at it. Then she canceled it. No warning, no explanation, just silence. The next morning, her phone filled with calls, messages, demands. Sarah didn't answer. She made breakfast, sat beside Ivy, watched her laugh. Days passed, the calls slowed, the messages stopped. Her silence said everything. They thought she needed them. They were wrong. For the first time, Sarah belonged only to herself, and that was enough.